I'm trying to remember how
Hey!
this goes.
You guys are being mean. I'm gonna call my
Hail and
mom.
hello, oh master of all things grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Murray?
Threepwood.
All right. Sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, what
This
the
is quieter
heck?
than a crypt full of mimes.
Isn't it a crying shame? It's been that way since that Australian blew into town.
Australian?
Aye, a scurrilous Australian land developer who's been using strong-arm tactics to buy up all the land on Mealy Island. Half of our regular clientele have been driven off island by the no-good scoundrel.
Brilliant.
Wow. You got any snacks?
I've got some pretzels.
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Yep, the Scumbar's famous kudu jerky pretzels.
Ooh. Got anything else?
Not really.
Okay, let's have some.
Sorry, can't give you any.
What? Why did you...
That drunk at the table over there, he has the last basket.
Can't you give them to me without a basket?
Sorry, it's Scumbar policy.
Grog me, barkeep.
Why, I'd be glad to. After you show me some ID.
Oh, for Pete's sake. What, don't I look like I'm 14?
What, don't I look like I'm 14?
Actually, you look like you're about 15, but we're carding anyone who looks under 23 just to be safe.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
Since when do groggeries check for ID?
Since unscrupulous Australian developers started trying to get our grog license revoked.
No, really, grog me.
No, really.
I
ID.
love in the game how you can never get any grog.
ID? I don't got to show you no stinking ID.
You do if you want any grog.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
I left it in my other pants.
Well, either you change your pants or you don't get any
Oh, this
grog.
sucks.
But I like these pants.
Well then, no grog for you.
I've got troubles.
Like what?
The government is trying to blow up my house.
Well, that's a crying shame, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna blow up my house, it should be me. I haven't got a crew to take me
True
to
words
Lucre
were
Island.
never spoken.
You know, there's probably a pirate or two hanging around that could be coaxed into joining your crew.
I need a ship to take me to Lucre Island.
You might want to try the Mealy Island Municipal Shipyards.
Does Stan still work there?
Oh, no. The whole place is run by the harbor mistress these days.
Harbor mistress?
Alright? She's very by the book. Although, she does have her tender side.
If her tender side is anything like the painting behind you, I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it either.
On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both.
I've got to go.
Right, well, Grog will do that.
Every time he wants to get ID, or figure out how to prove he's an adult.
It says, happy birthday.
Happy birthday
kudu jerky
to
pretzels.
you. You're gonna really take a birthday man's food?
I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels. Hi there, fellow swashbuckler. What's the word on the street? Got any more
That's
juicy
not
nuggets of
English.
info?
That's not English either, dude. Go back to school.
How would you like to join my crew on a dangerous piratey mission?
Would you freaking speak English?
We'll be heading to Lucre Island to meet with my wife's lawyers. You're right. That does sound sort of silly when I say it out loud.
It does sound good.
What's that you're drinking? Say, mind if I have some of your pretzels?
Mr. Thomas?
You look like a busy man. I'll let you get back to your self-destructive binge drinking.
I am very concerned at the lack of English that was.
Ahoy again, mateys! Excuse me. Hey!
They're like, you are uninteresting to us, swine.
I'll bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll eat it.
I bet you can't hit that balloon over there.
What's the master at work?
Uh-oh.
Ah! Oops.
Hey, you're pretty good.
Did we just kill
Well, I
an
guess I'll
old
be
man?
shoving off now.
Are you still here?
Possibly on his birthday. It was all for the pretzels.
Good grief. I didn't realize we were going to be charged with manslaughter.
I guess you won't be needing these anymore.
Oh my gosh, we killed a man.
We did. For pretzels.
This is all on Kalma. I had nothing to do with this. And you look like Quasimodo's son. He has a
Hi there,
French
scruffy-looking
accent,
pirate
I thought.
person. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese. Ignatius Cheese.
Wait a minute. Your name is I Cheese?
I.
Cheese?
I.
I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the absurdity of your name.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Threepwood.
I'll have you know that the Threepwood name has a long and noble history.
So does mine.
I'd like to hear about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
Aye, it'd be my pleasure. Naturally, no discussion of my family would be complete without mentioning my great-great-grandfather, who single-handedly revolutionized the art of roadside carriage wheel repair.
Who was that?
Are you daft? Have you never heard of Jack Cheese?
I don't ride many carriages in my line of work.
Jack
Sorry.
Cheese.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
Well, there's my great-uncle.
What's he famous for?
He's a renowned holy man who remains steadfastly neutral in any conflict.
Let me guess. Swiss cheese?
Ah, so you've heard of him.
Oh my goodness. Are you
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My brother is starting to make a name for himself.
Really? What does he do?
He sings depressing autobiographical songs.
Give me a second. Blue cheese.
You really know your cheeses.
Oh man, this is hilarious.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My great-great-great-aunt was legendarily ugly.
How ugly was she?
Well, she was so ugly that men turned to stone at the sight of her.
Wait a minute. Nope, I'm drawing a blank.
I can't say as I blame you. Not too many folks remember Gorgonzola cheese.
I think I've heard enough about your family. What big arms you have, Mr. Cheese.
The better to insult arm wrestle with,
Yes.
Mr. Threepwood.
Insults.
Ooh, what? So we can earn? Really?
Don't you mean insult sword fighting?
Nay, while you were away, the insult sword fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a bon mot in a food fight once.
My particular speciality is insult arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
And what, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty pirates?
You might have a good of a time.
You'd be traveling to Lucre Island with a crew of cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator like myself.
Really?
The seas around Lucre Island are very treacherous and can only be navigated by a skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but
But what?
I can't.
Why not?
Why
Is your
not?
keister glued to that chair?
Well, yes, now that you mention it, it is. But that's not why I can't go, Mr. Wizened Pirate.
Well, then why?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the scum bar?
I, the one and only.
Really?
That's funny. I always thought the scum bar was owned by a guy named Ron.
Aye, he was the original owner. I won the bar from him in an epic 12-hour-long game of insult go fish.
That sounds like a humongous fib.
Believe what you like. In any event, I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making a grab for my bar.
With guns and swords and cannons?
Worse, with insults, jibes, and mockeries. It's taken all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh. If it weren't for the whole wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week. Is there something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
I was kind of hoping that you'd cave in due to my incessant nagging.
Kid, I've been married for 30 years.
So?
So if there's one thing I'm immune to, it's incessant, high-pitched nagging.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
That's an interesting proposition, Threepwood.
It is? I mean, of course it is.
How about this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator.
Great.
But only if you teach me some new insults.
Agreed.
Well then, let's see what you've got.
Alright, here we go.